when Oliver was 2.5, 3 years old. He was our extreme child. He was either super, super happy or way down, extremely upset. Life before the program, daily multiple meltdowns, screaming, crying, tantrums. It was just a daily struggle to get through the day without major meltdowns. We were getting daily calls from school. It started in preschool. First preschool, his second preschool, then it was the third preschool. We managed to stay in because our friend ran the school and she kept him by her side, but we still had to cut it to half days because he couldn't make it a full day there. And then kindergarten came, and the first day of kindergarten, he destroyed a room, and I was called within 2 hours of his first day of kindergarten. He had to be dismissed from public school into an alternative school. We did run into several mothers who, now my son has a diagnosis of ADHD and also autism spectrum disorder, where he's, communicates and everything. But we ran into several mothers along our path, and that was the best support for me because I could talk to them about what was going on, and they didn't look at me like, what are you doing wrong? Or you guys are not doing the right thing. It was so good to talk to other mothers and fathers who have children who also had some of the same challenges, because that made me feel like I wasn't alone. I think around age 3, we had some sort of play therapy. It was parent coaching, and we found that to be helpful initially, but not really. We play therapy, occupational therapy, the medications, different parent workshops. I never once thought about or heard anyone talk about diet and nutrition. I had one person, I do remember one therapist who was a friend of ours, came and visited us out of the kindness of her heart. And she was on to the diet and nutrition, how it affects. And when she was with us, and she monitored and just kind of observed us and Oliver, and she said, does he eat a lot of dairy? And I said, yeah, he lives on cheese sticks and mac and cheese and yogurt. And she said, you might want to think about eliminating that. And that was early on, and I wasn't ready to think, I can't be something like that. He was on Abilify, which is a mood stabilizer, Celexa, which is an anti-anxiety medicine. And we tried all the different ADHD, the stimulants. He was really bad on those. And then we tried some non-stimulant ADHD medicine, and some moments where you're like, oh, this is helping. And then, we were on 3 different medicines. We were drowning in emotional roller coasters. And I was at a point where I didn't want to get up in the morning. And I couldn't wait for bedtime. Living the way we were, I didn't know how we were going to do it. I just knew it wasn't going to work. He's still on medication, but we're seeing glimpses of a calmer Oliver, less frequency in meltdowns. I mean, that happened earlier, but there was this gradual less frequency, less intense, fewer and far between. It wasn't every day, huge meltdowns. So I think that was one of the first times we're thinking, this is working. And it gave us a window and a breather to be able to consider decreasing medications. Because in my gut, I knew these medications were not helping him. And that I was seeing that, oh my gosh, I think we're treating side effects of medication. So what is Oliver without medicine? We didn't even know what Oliver was without any medicine. I knew we had to see, who is Oliver? So with being on this program, I felt like we were in a good place nutritionally and gut healing wise, that we could start to get rid of the medication. With, you know, the doctor was supportive and they helped us wean him off, and that was not easy. Through this whole process, our whole family went the gluten-free, dairy-free. So nutritionally, we all switched. It just made sense for us, and we started feeling better. I don't know that I recognized when I was eating the way I was eating that I wasn't feeling good, but when I switched, I definitely started feeling better. And then also probably on a psychological and emotional level, my husband, who was very much like my son, he was able to dive deep and dig into his own stuff. And when he was able to help his own stuff, he was able to support Oliver, because he knew what he was going through. Because once my husband recognized that he's gone through that too, but didn't have the coping skills to handle it, he was able to help Oliver. And for me too, I've changed so much, where I said to fix Oliver's symptoms, or I think even going into this, I thought, gosh, there's something I can do to fix him. With the medications, it was like, we got to do something to fix this. There's something wrong. And over time and lots of therapies and lots of family support here, we recognized that, and especially as Oliver's symptoms started to improve, we started to see, oh my gosh, this kid is just awesome. And we were able to love him even more.